This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Quickly to the air is Wilson. He's got Burton here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Now it's Wilson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. Throwing now is Geno.
This one to the former Bronco. It's Noah Fant. On the move past the 40.
And all the way down to the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. On the move past the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Off of play action, here's Smith rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing.
And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. Myers' kick is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion left goes a tight end. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not having that joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
Yeah, he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Complete to Nick Lamore. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Geno now to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the right side, this is Walker. Into space at the 45. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
53.
1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Wilson. This one into the hands of Burton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Wilson wants a different look. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot because As the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This is caught. Touchdown! Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The final shot here before break. Smith trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some games to run through there.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down at a yard. A shotgun snap for Smith. Escaping the pressure right. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continue.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready. 13 in. Hey, trio left. No ball, no ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. Hey, on the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
To throw is Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 44 yards that time. Now they're going to speed things up here. straight ahead, Walker. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Block it in motion right. On 1st and 10, Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game.
Hey, on turbo, on turbo.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Myers' kick is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go right back to him for 20 and a 1st. Throwing is Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! Russ able to connect with Cortland Sutton there. And the Broncos will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Check 58. Hey, on the ball.
Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, long run. Middle.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd and 6 coming up. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Strike. 13 next.
Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8.
Tuesday. Snowball. Clock running.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Wilson wants to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Inaudible here to get a new look. 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. But that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. We're scoreless after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Marr able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at the 20. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Hey, on turbo.
Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Second and 10, Smith again. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Well, the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's second and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. They'll give to Williams, running right. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They try the left side here with Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to stretch out their lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Broncos 10, Seahawks nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. Flush to his right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Smith here, an audible at the line. They'll try and run. It's Dallas. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Smith. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw is Smith. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Oh, that one well designed as we'll take this down to the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, here's Smith. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Out of the gun, Smith. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. The run there on first down gets them a yard to the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 114 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
14,
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what... There he goes, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
49, flip her up, 49. Hey, go flip her up, flip her up. There we go, son.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Frank Clark drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 58.
They snap it to Smith. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 147 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry there, and 2nd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He's going to get it again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy from 6 yards away. And the Broncos add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Marr is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And quickly they get to the line. Smith going to move them around.
Second and 16 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 34 yards. That's good.
Here's Smith.
First down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Smith. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Lockett, the motion man right.
Hey, alert! Middle. Strike.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. In motion, the tight end. Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, we go.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
13 next. Come on, shoot.
Now Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Go.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. He's across midfield, and he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up first and goal.
Williams again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw on third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick from 4 yards out.